In previous lecture, I have discussed the advantage of representation of resistance, impedance or reactance, or you can say leakage reactance of the transformer winding in per unit system. There are various advantages when you will represent transformer resistance, reactance or impedance in per unit. Once again, I am revising that advantages. Suppose this is a transformer and this one is the transformer and this is primary winding of the transformer and the primary winding of the transformer has N1 turn and this one is the secondary winding of the transformer and the secondary winding has N2 turn and X1, X2 are the leakage reactance of the transformer. Now, if I am asking you calculate total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary, when X1 and X2 both are in their conventional unit, or you can say is in ohm, then in first year study in basic electrical engineering course or in electrical machine 1, uh, already you have studied about the total reactance, the method for calculating total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary or referred to the secondary. The total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary will be equal to primary reactance and secondary reactance which is referred to the primary, which will be X2 N1 by N2 whole square. And when I ask you calculate total reactance of the transformer or total leakage reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary, then it will be secondary reactance X2 and primary reactance referred to secondary, and which will be X1 N2 by N1 whole square. When X1 and X2 will be in their conventional unit, then this is the formula through which you can calculate total reactance of the transformer either referred to the primary side or referred to the secondary side. And from these two formula, it is clear X1E is not equal to X2T, X22E for a step up or step down transformer, because a step up and step up down transformer N1 will not be equal to N2. So you can say the total reactance of the transformer or total resistance of the transformer referred to the primary will not be equal to the referred to the secondary. So this one is the first point. And second point is without the information of turn ratio, without the information of turn ratio, neither you can calculate X1E nor you can calculate X2E. So the information of turn ratio is very important while you are going to calculate total reactance, resistance or impedance of the transformer either referred to the primary or secondary side. This referring process is not possible without the knowledge of turn ratio. You cannot refer secondary reactance to primary side or primary reactance to secondary side without the knowledge of turn ratio. So turn ratio is very important when you are doing calculation in their conventional unit, or you can say when you are doing calculation in ohm. But in previous lecture I have shown you that when you will represent this X1 in per unit and this X2 in per unit system, then total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary in per unit will be equal to total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary, and this will be simply equal to the sum of primary reactance in per unit and secondary reactance in per unit. So if these two reactances, if X1 and X2 are given in per unit system, then by simply adding these two reactants, you can calculate total reactance referred to the primary or total reactance referred to the secondary. This is one advantage. And second advantage is if you have an idea of total reactance referred to the primary side, then there is no need to calculate total reactance of the transformer in secondary side because these two value will be equal. So these are the two advantages, and that is why it is always recommended that uh, use per unit system uh, when you will analyze transformer system. So it is advantageous if you will represent the reactance in per unit system. For example, if this reactance value is 0.1 per unit and this reactance value is 0.2 per unit, then what will be the total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary? Then just simply you have to add these two, 0.2 and 0.1, and the answer will be 0.3 per unit. So without the knowledge of turn ratio, you can directly calculate total reactance of the transformer. So turn ratio is not important if you are doing calculation in per unit system. So this is the biggest advantage of per unit system. And now this concept, I am going to discuss this concept through one numerical example, which I have considered in this lecture. The question is, mm, there is a single phase transformer. This is the question. A 5 kVA 400 by 200 volt transformer. The rating of the transformer is given. Rating of the transformer is 5 kVA. 5 kVA. 5 kVA. And voltage rating for primary and secondary side is given as 400 by 200 volt. 400 volt by 200 volt. This is the rating of the transformer which is given in the problem. And this rating is usually given so that you can easily consider a base value. So base value for this transformer, SB base will be 5 kVA, and for primary side voltage base will be 400 volt, and for the secondary side the base voltage will be 200 volt. So this rating is usually given to so that you can consider base value. Now this is the transformer and its primary and secondary reactance value is given. X1 is given and X2 is given, and this X1 X2 both are equal. X1 is 2.5 ohm and X2 is 2.5 ohm. It is given in the problem. Now the question is calculate total reactance of the transformer in per unit. How will you calculate total reactance of the transformer in per unit? So in conventional unit, what will be the total reactance of the transformer? Refer to the primary. You can use this formula x1 plus x2 n1 by n2 whole square. And in this question x1 and x2 is 2.5 ohm, and n1 and n2 will be, the turn ratio will be equal to the voltage ratio, which is given in the problem 400 by 200, it will be 2. When transformer is lightly loaded, and or you can say when drop in the transformer winding, if you will ignore drop in the transformer winding, then the turn ratio will be equal to the voltage ratio. So n1 by n2 will be 2. So x1, x2, n1 by n2, everything is given. So you can substitute this value 2.5 and 2.5 into n1 by n2 is 2 square. And this will be equal to 12.5. But this will be in ohm. So this is the total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary side in ohm. Similarly, you can calculate total reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary by using this formula. And this is x2 plus x1 n2 by n1 whole square. And x2 is 2.5, x2 is 2.5 and x1 is 2.5, and n1 by n2 is 2, so n2 by n1 will be 1 by 2, and in this way you can calculate the value of x2e, which will be 3.125 ohm. So in this way you can calculate primary reactance referred to the primary total reactance, and secondary reactance referred to the total reactance referred to the secondary. So in ohm, the total reactance will be, if you will report primary side, if if total reactance is calculated referred to the primary side, it will be 12.4, and total reactance of the transformer when referred to the secondary side is 3.125. So it is clear, in ohm these two values are not equal. Total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary will not be equal to total reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary. It is clear. And I have discussed this thing in previous lecture also. But when you will calculate this value in per unit, then what will be the result? You must remember this formula. Per unit value of reactance, resistance, and impedance can be given by this formula. I have already derived this formula. The per unit value of reactance will be its actual value into SB by VB square. So you must go through that video in which I have derived this formula. Per unit value of reactance, resistance, and impedance can be calculated by this formula. The formula is the per unit value of reactance will be its actual value into SB. SB is the base kVA or base MVA divided by VB square. VB is base voltage. When you will consider, when you are doing calculation for primary side, the base voltage will be 400 volt, and when you are doing calculation for secondary side, base voltage will be 200 volt, because transformer is rated as 400 by 200 volt. So how you will calculate this value in per unit, or you can say total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary in per unit. So you can use the formula X1E per unit will be X1E actual into SB by VB square. You can use this formula. In this case, x1 will be 12.5, and base kVA is given. Base value is considered from the rating of the transformer, and base kVA is given 5 kVA. So SB will be 5 kVA, or you can say 5000 volt ampere. And for the primary side, base voltage will be 400. So it will be 400 square. So in this way, you can calculate reactance value, or you can say total reactance of the transformer referred to the primary side. Actual value into SB by VB square. SB is given in the problem, and for the primary side, base voltage will be 400. So after substituting all of these value, the primary reactance, or you can say total reactance referred to the primary in per unit system will be 0.390625 per unit. Similarly, if you want to calculate, or if you want to convert this ohm in per unit, this is total reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary side. So the same formula can be used here. Here actual value will be 3.125, and the base value is 5 kVA, and base voltage for the secondary side will be 200 volts. So you can substitute all of this data in this formula. So you can substitute all of this data in this formula. You will get 0.390625. So it is clear from these two equation. X1 E per unit is 0.390625, and X2 E per unit is also 0.390625. So you can see here the primary reactance, or you can say the total reactance referred to the primary, and total reactance, leakage reactance referred to the secondary. These two values are equal to each other. So this is the advantage of per unit representation. In conventional unit, you have seen that total reactance referred to the primary was 12.5, and total reactance referred to the secondary was 3.125 ohm. In ohm, these two are not same, but in per unit calculation, X1 E per unit and X2 E per unit will be equal. So this is the advantage. And second, how you will convert this 2.5 ohm in per unit. If you want to convert individual reactance in per unit, primary reactance in per unit, and second, not total. So again, you can use the same formula. X1 per unit will be X1 actual into SB by VB square. Here, if you are doing calculation for the primary side, then X1 will be 2.5 ohm. SB will be 5 kV, and VB for the primary side will be 400 volt. So individual reactance, primary reactance, again can be converted in per unit by using the same formula. Here the actual value will be 2.5. SB is given 5 kV in the problem. VB for the primary side will be 400 volt. After calculation, you will get this result. Similarly, secondary reactance or secondary leakage reactance can be converted in per unit by using same formula. The actual value is given in the problem. Secondary reactance is given in the problem. SB is given in the problem. And for the secondary side, base value will be this. So in this way, you can calculate X2 per unit. This will be in per unit. And when you will add X1E, X2, X1 per unit and X2 per unit, when you will add these two reactants, again you will get 0.390625. So clearly you can see here, if primary and secondary reactance will be in per unit, then total reactance referred to the primary or total reactance referred to the secondary can be the sum of its primary reactance and secondary reactance in per unit value. Here, reactance is clearly, reactance indicates the leakage reactance of the transformer. So, this is the advantage of per unit representation of transformer reactance. In conclusion, you can say if transformer reactance will be in per unit, if primary reactance and secondary reactance or leakage reactance of the transformer will be in per unit, then the total reactance will be simply the sum of these two reactants. There is no need to know about the information of turn ratio. Without the knowledge of turn ratio, you can directly calculate total reactance or leakage reactance of the transformer. This is the advantage of uh, per unit representation of the reactance of the transformer. In next lecture, I will discuss some more numerical example, and then I will discuss the advantage of when you will represent line and phase voltage of a star or delta connected winding in per unit system, then what are the advantage? I will cover that topics in next lecture.